INTP. In INTP, I for introverted, I for intuitive, D for thinking, and P for perceiving. According to psychologist David Kiersey, approximately 1 to 5% of people have an INTP personality type. INTPs you might know: Albert Einstein, Bruce Banner, Isaac Newton, Bill Gates, Ellen Page. People who score as INTP are often described as quiet and analytical. They enjoy spending time alone, thinking about how things work and coming up with solutions to problems. INTPs have a rich inner world and would rather focus their attention on their internal thoughts rather than the external world. They typically do not have a wide social circle, but they do tend to be close to a select group of people. Key INTP characteristics. INTPs are quiet, reserved, and thoughtful. They prefer to socialize with a small group of close friends with whom they share common interests and connections. People with this personality type think about the big picture rather than focusing on every tiny detail. They enjoy thinking about theoretical concepts and tend to value intellect over emotion. INTPs are logical and base decisions on objective information rather than subjective feelings. When analyzing data and making decisions, they are highly logical and objective. Tends to be flexible and good at thinking outside of the box. INTPs like to keep their options open and feel limited by structure and planning. Friendships. Shared interests are one of the best paths to forming a friendship with an INTP. They tend to value intellect over all else and can be very slow to form friendships. While this often leads to fewer friendships, the ones that an INTP does gain tend to be very close. Remember that you INTP friends may not be the best at dealing with excess emotions, but they love to bond over deep conversations and shared passions. Parenting. If your child is an INTP, it is important to remember that your child may respond better to reason and logic rather than appeals to emotion. Encourage your child to develop his or her intellectual interest, but also look for situations that may help your child foster friendships. This can be an area where your child struggles, but putting them in contact with other kids who share the same interests can be helpful. Relationships. INTPs tend to live inside their minds, so they can be quite difficult to get to know. Even in romance, they often hold back until they feel that the other person has proven themselves worthy of hearing these innermost thoughts and feelings. One thing to remember is that while INTPs do enjoy romance in the context of a deeply committed relationship, they do not play games. Be honest and forthright. Because INTPs are not good at understanding the emotional needs of others, you may need to be very direct about what you need and expect in that regards. INTPs also struggle to share their own feelings, so you may need to pay attention to subtle signals that your partner is sending. career paths. Because they enjoy theoretical and abstract concepts. INTPs often do particularly well in science-related careers. They are logical and have strong reasoning skills, but are also excellent at thinking creatively. INTPs can be very independent and place a great deal of emphasis on personal freedom and autonomy. INTPs typically do best in careers as they have a great deal of flexibility and independence. Popular INTP careers: physicist, chemist, geologist, engineer, forensic scientist, mathematician.
Let's go. I don't wanna break down, always feel like I could break now, but I never let it take me to that place now. I won't ever let my thoughts get away now. I got better things to do, picking fate now. I just wanna be the best.